Hello guys, it's my pleasure to welcome you to my channel Bezier Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub. I'm reaching you live from Lagos, Nigeria, and in this video guys, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how you can use some other tools in Corel 2019. But if you are very new to this channel, before I get to the tutorial started, remember to click on the subscribe, turn on the notification bell so whenever I upload content about CorelDRAW, Photoshop or Illustrator, you get notified and you watch the video. And lastly but not the least, if you have any question for me as far as this tutorial is concerned, you can put your question in the comment section down below. I will reply to whatsoever question you might have for me. So guys, without wasting much of our time, so let's dive into the tutorial and see how you can walk around your way using Corel 2019. And this is just the class 5 in our Corel 2019 series. If you have not yet watched the class 1 to 4, kindly check the video on my YouTube channel. I have a playlist for Corel 2019 for beginner to advanced. All you have to do is to look for the video on my channel, watch the class 1, 2 to 4, and come to the class 5 right here and learn new stuff as far as CorelDRAW graphic suite is concerned. So let's get started. So right here today guys, the last class, which is class 4, I was able to explain deep in how you guys can use Corel 2019 pen tools and some other tools in CorelDRAW. So in this tutorial we just continue from using Corel tools in for beginner to advanced. So right here today we're going to start with, we have to go back to this section where we pick where we pick on pen tool the last time. So this time around we are going to start with freehand tools. So freehand tools is a great tools in CorelDRAW which allow you guys to draw something in a free manner, just something like this. You can decide to make some part with the freehand tools. Using a freehand tool, this depends on how best you are able to walk around your way using your what do we call it, using your mouse. Okay, so that is just the work of freehand tools. You can use this to form some stuff. All this thing depends on how you can move around with your mouse. So let's, for instance, you want to write small letter B, something like this. Just look at that. So you want to write small letter C. All these things are possible with your freehand tools. Then one more thing is that as far as freehand tool is concerned, you can edit this particular tools right here. You can add stroke effect. You can increase this stroke width. Just take a look at that. So 10 is much. Let's try C4. 4 is too smaller, and 8. So you can add a stroke color. Right click to add a stroke color. You can fall back to this small letter B or so and increase the stroke width and change the stroke style. I think everything is 8. So you can add a stroke color or so. You have something like this. Now one more thing you can do is that you can edit some of this stuff. If you are not satisfied, all you have to do is to choose your pen tools. So when you choose your pen tools, you can drag and see how you can adjust them out without any stress. So you can play around and see how best you can achieve your customized alphabet or whatever you are doing with freehand tools. So these are the things you can do with your freehand tools. And let's take a look at another tools under this section, which is 2-point line curl, 2 points to line. So when you select on 2 point to line, these tools allow you guys to make a straight line. Let's say for instance you start from this point here without pressing on anything on your keyboard. You are going to maintain a perfect straight line. Unlike when you are using your pen tools to form a straight line, if you are using pen tools right here, you are using pen tools to form a straight line, you can see that you might be finding it difficult to make a perfect line without pressing some command key. So you just look at that. So it starts a perfect line. But when you fall back to your 2-point line curve, it allows you guys to draw a simple straight line curve. Just look at it. If you do it this way anyhow, you're still going to maintain a perfect straight line. You can draw once and for all, and you are going to be fine. One more thing you can do for this perfect straight line is that you can add some effect. So you can come here and choose whatever effect of your choice. You can add it to this particular format. Let's say you had an aeroplane at the front, and you can increase the stroke width, and then you can change the line format. So you can use something like this, and then you can add stroke color, so you have nice aeroplane effects like this. So these are the things you can do with a 2-point line curve. So one more thing is that you can decide to draw a rectangle like this. So when you draw a rectangle, so you can make use of 2-point line curve. So just draw a straight line from the top or from the bottom to the top, something like this. Then something like this. So you can try to centralize it, C and E. So you can try to centralize this also, C and E. So with this, you can try to fill some of this point area with smart fill tools. You can fill on this point, fill this place, and fill this place, and fill this place. So we can choose on these two, and we change the color to something like this. And we choose on these two also, we change the color to something like this. So we can select everything now and take them out from the shape. So we have a kind of a nice checker, so we can group them all together. So we can now delete all this because we are able to form a nice of the curve that we are looking for using 2-point line curve. That is nothing much special as far as 2-point line curve is concerned. So let's take a look at another one we have here. Another one we have here is Bezier tool. So the work of Bezier tool is allow you guys to trace or trim some vectors or image. So for you to understand more better as far as Bezier tool is concerned, let me quickly import an image into the workspace and show you guys how best you can use Bezier tool. So you have to come to the home tab right here. You can click on this icon to import a picture, or press Ctrl I on your keyboard, then you import a picture to the Corel workspace. So from there you can easily trim some of the stuff you would like to trim. So let's, for instance, I want to make use of this picture as example. So this image right here, I'm using it as a sample so you guys can understand more better what I mean by Bezier tool. Okay, now for you guys to trim this, you can convert this to vector using Bezier tool. You can as well use it to remove the background of an image, but for the sake of time, I will just use this Bezier tool as sample to remove the background of this particular image. You guys can understand me more better. As you can see, this image right here is a complex background. So whatever you are trying to remove, whenever you are trying to remove a complex background in Corel using Bezier tool, this is just a perfect example for you guys. So first thing first, you have to lock this object. Right click on it. When you right click on the object, you look for lock. So having locked the object, this make it easy for you to make use of your Bezier tool to trim around the area you would like to achieve. So right here, we have to fall back to the tools bar right here. I'm going to click on here and select my Bezier tool. So when you select your Bezier tool, you're going to see some of the information that has to do with Bezier tool. Right here we have a rectangular and freehand tool. So this is depends on which one you would like to use. As for me, I'll go for rectangular Bezier tool. So we can start from any point. So let's, for instance, I'm starting from this point here. So you can as well change the color, or you can as well increase the width so that you'll be able to see what exactly you are doing as far as Bezier tool is concerned. It's a very nice tool to remove the background or tracing of or use it to tracing an object, vectors, etc. as far as CorelDRAW is concerned. So I'm trying to remove this boy to remove the background of this image right here. So things like this. So you can continue like this. So when you are done, you have to close the part just like what you see right here. So for you to adjust some of the node, you have to make use of your pen shape tools right here. So you can see when you select your shape tools, so you have to see some node right here. So if you would like to adjust some stuff, all you have to do is to drag some area that you would like to adjust as far as the case may be. So you can drag in or add some node to the effect and just walk yourself around. So now for you guys to so we can now fall back to the image, and we'll right click on the image now and unlock. Okay, so having unlocked the image, so we can take the image outside. So we have the shape, we have the little boy shape right here. So we can select on the image now, go back to the effect and power clip from objects, then we click on this and we place inside this frame. So right here we have to click on this edit. So this simply means that we are trying to edit the content. So we can drag the image to the shape. Then once you are satisfied, just click on finished. Then having done that, you have to come down below here, remove stroke. Okay, so with that you can see that Control P. So you can see that with Bezier tools you can use it to remove the background image of the of whatever picture of your choice. So it's just that you need to take your time and understand it, how best you can use it. For the purpose of time's sake, I could not go much deeper as far as this is concerned. So let's take a look at another tool, which is B-spline and polyline. So this B-spline line right here, so you can use it to draw a mathematical shape. You can see. So let's, for instance, we need to, so let me just delete some of this stuff right here. So let's say we need to make some shape. So we have to draw, let's say we draw a rectangle like this, and we need to make use of spinner tool. So we can start from the point at the top right here and down to the bottom right here, and we close the node right here. Just have to double click for you to close the node. Double click, you have a perfect node like this. Okay, so now something like this, we can fill some area. So let's say you fill this place with smart fill. Sorry. So we can expand this. Okay, so we fill some area with smart fill, so we can use that to bring out some shape. So just like what you see right here, so we can remove the stroke, then shift key, Control Z and Control V, so we can flip to this side, shift key, and we can wet it together and apply a single color. So with this we can try to create some shape and different kind of style as far as this shape is concerned. Okay, so we can decide to make them separate on a separate color like this. So we paint this one with another color and select this, Ctrl J to group, Shift key and hotkey to drag, then Ctrl Z and Ctrl V. Control and flip to the top, and then we can rotate like this. So we can have different kind of things as far as this curve is concerned. Mostly it's used for mathematical graphic. Okay, so let's take a look at polyline tools in Corel 2019. So for polyline tool, is just a tools that you can use to make some curve like this. So you can use it to do any type of curve. Make sure you close the part like this. So that's just what polyline tool is all about. So let's take a look at the last tools, which is 3-point line curve. So if you have a 3-point line curve, let's say you start from a point like this, and you press down Control key, you have something like this. When you press down Control key, you have a perfect hack point like this. You can rotate, and then you can apply different kind of effects to this particular one. And then one more thing about 3-point line curve is that if you draw a rectangle, let's say you draw a rectangle like this, for 3-point line curve you can start from an angle, like this. Sorry. So you can start from an angle like this, and you might decide to make some curve this way. And then we can decide to fill some of the area with stuff like this. And we have this object this way, and this is in another color. So we can fill this part also with another nice color, something like black. Okay, so we can select the two now and take them outside. So all these tools and shape style, all these tools are just good to create some different kind of shape style when you are trying to walk around your way with CorelDRAW. So lastly, as far as some tools is concerned in Corel 2019, I'm going to show you guys how you can use Freehand pick tools. So if I select Freehand pick tools right now, so let's, for instance, I try to pick some area in this particular workspace. So I can decide to select something like this. Sorry. So freehand. So I can decide to pick some area like this. So I can decide to pick some area just like this, just like this. So you can see, so instead of picking on everything, so I can decide to group them all together. So this is just the work of freehand tool. So you can decide to pick on this. So you can see that we are able to pick only some of the area that is captured by the freehand tool. So this is what I have for you guys as far as CorelDRAW tutorial for beginner is concerned. So In my future tutorial, I'm going to walk you through step by step and some other tools that you will need to know as far as Corel 2019 is concerned. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumb up. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscribe, turn on the notification bell so whenever I upload content about Corel tutorial, you get notified. Thank you guys for watching this video from beginning to the end, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.